to sail on a dream, on a crystal clear ocean, to ride on the crests of the wild raging storm, to work in the service of life and the living, in search of the answers to questions unknown, to be part of the movement and part of the growing, part of beginning to understand. Hi, Calypso, the places you've been to, the things that you've shown us, the stories you tell. Hi, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, the men who have served you so long and so well. Ha-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, oh, Lord, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, oh, Lord. Like the dolphin who guides you, to bring us beside you, to light up the darkness and show us the way. For though we are strangers in your silent world, to live on the land we must learn from the sea, to be true as the tide and free as a wind swell, joyful and loving in letting it be. Hi, Calypso, the places you've been to, the things that you've shown us, the stories you tell. Hi, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, the men who have served you so long and so well. I, Calypso, the places you've been to, the things that you've shown us, the stories you tell. Hi, Calypso, I sing to your spirit, the men who have served you so long and so well. Ah-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, oh, the Lord, dee-dee-dee. Oh, the Lord. Ah-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Oh, the Lord. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Oh, the Lord. All right, good evening. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. Welcome to All Request Night for October. I'm going to play a couple songs. I had to do that one first because that was requested from last week's John Denver tribute stream. Didn't manage to get to it last time. But we're here now. So if you have a request, something that you'd like me to hear, please leave it in the chat, and I'll see if I can play it for you. I'll play a couple original tunes, and I'll take a look at what's being requested. All right. Here's Our Satisfaction. Some people like to hit the town on a Saturday night, from a swagger to a swoon. They dance and drink till the wee hours of the morning light, to some new familiar tune. But with you I can rest easy, dance alone to our hearts beating as one. 'Cause we got our own song and it goes sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit up God on a Sunday morning, with Jesus on their tongue, their hands wide open and arms reaching towards the sky, singing to a worship song. But you and me, we step outside, listen to the birds perched on a tree. That's all the worship I will ever need. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit the road in the early hours on just about any day. We chase the sun until it sets above our heads, and a campfire makes its way. So me and you and all our friends, we come together, souls in hand. We tell our stories, share reactions. It's where we get our satisfaction. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-na-na-na, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-na-na-na-na, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. All right, thanks again so much. That was Our Satisfaction. I'll do one more and then I'll take a look at some of the requests you have. Remember, if you have anything, please leave it in the chat. I would love to see you there. Here's Baltimore. The TV shows you an illusion. There's a darker side of town. I tremble at the thought of being next in line as the higher powers pound. The lucky ones sweat out the city jail. The others blaze a rosewood, brown and blood red trail through Baltimore. Can you hear children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. The jail van skids through these poor man's streets. We just let them have their fun. His hands are tied, his body's loose against this floor and walls. That'll teach him not to run. Head to Great Bar and he's gone. Blue skies turn to gray as his soul passes on from Baltimore. Can you hear your children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. These martyrs leave their sidewalks wounded and stained. It's up to us to summon down the cleansing rain. The names are stapled to our chest. We won't stop till they can rest. Baltimore, can you hear children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Baltimore, can you hear your country crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. Revolution pass through Baltimore. All right, thanks again so much for joining us today. It's all request night. I'm going to take a look at some of the requests now. There's still room for more in the chat, so if you want to hear something, please leave it in there. And let's see. I'll honor these requests here. I learned a couple of new songs for a wedding that I got to play earlier this month. And Your Song by Elton John is one of those songs. So let me pull it up quickly, if I can find it. All right. All right, so here's Your Song. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money. Boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no. Or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or if they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, and I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. All right, thanks again so much. So much for requesting that, Mom. Your Song by Elton John. And I'll do Every Grade of Sand a little later in the show. But I want to honor Dad's request for a Brett Dennen tune. So let me pull that up. Brett. There we go. Let's see. Got a choice between two of them here, and they're both pretty politically charged, so. So I'll do this one. This is Ain't No Reason. There ain't no reason things are this way. It's how they always been and they intend to stay. I can't explain why we live this way. We do it every day. Preachers on the podium speaking of saints, prophets on the sidewalk begging for change, old ladies laughing from the fire escape, cursing my name. I got a basket full of lemons and they all taste the same. A window and a pigeon with a broken wing. You can spend your whole life working for something just to have it taken away. People walk around pushing back their debts, wearing paychecks like necklaces and bracelets, talking about nothing, not thinking about death. Every little heartbeat, every little breath. People walk a tightrope on a razor's edge, carrying their hurt and hatred and weapons. It could be a bomb or a bullet or a pen or a thought or a word or a sentence. There ain't no reason things are this way. It's how they've always been and they intend to stay. I don't know why I say the things I say, but I say them anyway. Love will come set me free. Love will come set me free. I do believe love will come set me free. I know it will. Love will come set me free. Yes. Prison walls still standing tall. Some things never change at all. Keep on building prisons, gonna fill them all. Keep on building bombs, gonna drop them all. Working your fingers bare to the bone, breaking your back, make you sell your soul. Like a lung that's filled with coal, suffocating slow. The wind blows wild and I may move, but politicians lie and I am not fooled. You don't need no razor or a three-piece suit to argue the truth. The hair on my skin and the world under my toes, slavery stitched into the fabric of my clothes, chaos and commotion wherever I go. Love I try to follow, love will come set me free. Love will come set me free. I do believe love will come set me free. I know it will. Love will come set me free. Yes. There ain't no reason things are this way. It's how they've always been and they intend to stay. I can't explain why we live this way. We do it every day. All right. Thanks again so much. That was Ain't No Reason by Brett Dennen. Thanks for requesting that one, Dad. And let's see. Oh, here's one. Douglas over on YouTube wants to hear April Come She Will by Simon and Garfunkel. Let me make sure I have the lyrics for that one because I need to have a quick little refresher of that one. It's been a while since I played that one. Yes, I do. Okay, thank goodness. Okay. April, come she will, when streams are ripe and swell with rain. May she will resting in my arms again. June should change her tune. In restless walk she'll prowl the night. July she will fly and give no warning to her flight. August, die she must. The autumn winds blow chilly and cold. September I'll remember. A love once new has now grown old. All right, thanks so much for requesting that one, Douglas. Hope everything's going well in your world. And let's see. My mom had another request. She wants to hear Basement Days by Mark Orelli. I can certainly do that. That's always a fun one to do. All right, let me get the right harp for this one. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll have some fun with this one. Here's Mark Orelli, Basement Days. Timmy played bass and his brother had a Mexican Strat. I was on drums and couldn't find the one, but I only sang a little flat. Fake wood paneling, linoleum floors, pillows stuffed under the upstairs door. Trying to learn a few chords and start a band. Take me back to those basement days, Stairway to Heaven and Purple Haze, Pinball Wizard and Born to Run. I can't get no satisfaction. We were lost in the music down in that room, and it might as well have been the dark side of the moon. You could burn out or fade away, but you can't go back to those basement days. We learned enough songs and we thought that it sounded alright, so we rented out a local church basement on a Saturday night. All our friends were there and we were living the dream, till the fire marshal arrived on the scene and pulled the plug, 'cause we set off the alarm with our dry ice machine. Take me back to those basement days, Stairway to Heaven and Purple Haze, whipping posts, aqua lung. I can't get no satisfaction. We were lost in the music down in that room, and it might as well have been the dark side of the moon. You could burn out or fade away, but you can't get back to those basement days. I'll give me one more shot at 16 years old, back when I still believed that rock and roll was gonna save my soul. Now Timmy's in computers and his brother is a lawyer, I hear. Who'd have guessed I'd be the one still crazy after all these years? But it only comes in flashes every now and again. I get a little taste of how it was back then, and it keeps me going every time I feel like packing it in. Take me back to those basement days, stairway to heaven and purple haze. Sugar magnolia, here comes the sun. I still know every word to comfortably numb. We were lost in the music down in that room, and it might as well have been the dark side of the moon. You could burn out or fade away, but you can't get back to those. Can't get back to those, can't get back to those basement days. Basement days. All right. Thanks again so much. And thank you, Mom, for requesting that one. Basement Days by Mark Orelli. That's become a favorite of mine over the years. Let's see. Marie had a request here. She wants to hear an Ellis Paul song I love but don't get to play often. So let me do that. First, let me get rid of the ticker tape. Really shouldn't be there right now. So I'm going to, as soon as I find out how. There we go. Okay. So an Ellis Paul song that I love but don't get to play very often. Let's see. This is a good one. See if I can pull this one off. Tell the man who repairs the wings for angels that one has fallen among the mortals on Bleecker Street. I lent a hand. She looked up at the steeples as if to blame them for the pavement beneath her feet. She said, I never much liked flying. The job requires trying. The hard part's avoiding buildings and concrete. Spread the news, 'cause there's an angel in Manhattan Call out the paparazzi and the television crews. Let the people choose. Would a little faith come to harm them? Print the headlines up in the New York Daily News. It was just another day, like any other day, a Tuesday afternoon. I hailed a cab. A crowd gathered as it pulled beside us. Somebody tore at her wings, but I helped her safely inside. I'm much obliged, she said. But the driver, he looked shaken. He said, "You're faking it, lady. Now who's taking who for a ride?" Then we floated up over the traffic. She turned the radio to static, and she sang to him with Billie Holiday's sweet voice. Spread the news, 'cause there's an angel in Manhattan. Call out the paparazzi and the television crews. Hey, if you choose, would a little faith come to harm you? Print the headlines up in the New York Daily News. It was just another day. What will the mayor say? Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon. We flew down the length of Fifth Avenue, and she threw out miracles. It was a hysterical ride. And if the crowd on the sidewalk looked skeptical, well, she took the blue right out of their cynical eyes. It's all in what you feel inside. She shook the mayor's hands, and he declared that he'd hold a press conference. The fans and protesters blocked the stairs to City Hall. I'd like to thank you all, he said. When she stepped before the cameras, now it felt like a trial, but she smiled as the questions were called. What do you say to detractors who claim you're just some actor? She said, the question here is, do I believe in you? It was just another day, like any other day. Spread the news. I saw an angel fly from Manhattan, in front of paparazzi, in front of television crews. And me, I choose. I know a little faith wouldn't harm me, despite what they print in the New York Daily News. It was just another day, like any other day, like any day. right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Marie, for that request. That was Angel in Manhattan by Alice Paul. And I haven't played that one in a really long time. I listen to it all the time, but I haven't played it in a really long time. So thanks so much for requesting that. I'm gonna honor my sister's request now. She wanted to hear Times They Are A-Changin'. And I can certainly do that for you. I don't need lyrics for that one. All right. So here it is. Times They Are A-Changin'. Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are a-changin'. Come writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, and keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheel's still in spin, and there's no telling who that it's naming. For the loser now will be later to win, for the times they are a-changin'. Come senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall, for he that gets hurt will be he who has stalled. There's a battle outside and it's raging. It'll soon shake your windows and rattle your walls, for the times they are a-changin'. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can't lend your hand, for the times they are a-changin'. The line it is drawn, the curse it is cast. The slow one now will later be fast, as the present now will later be past. The order is rapidly fading, and the first one now will later be last, for the times they are a-changin'. All right. Thanks so much for requesting that one, Kat. And I'm going to honor one more request, then I'm going to close up shop, play a couple original tunes, and then I do apologize to Hector over on YouTube who wanted to hear a 1975 song. I'm sorry, I don't know any 1975, but thanks again so much for, nonetheless, for making your request. But as promised, I'm going to do Every Grain of Sand, which is another Dylan tune. Then I'll play a couple of original songs, and then we'll close up for the night. Thanks again so much for everybody for being here. It's always great to have you with us. Let's see. All right, excellent. In the time of my confession, in the hour of my deepest need, when the pool of tears beneath my feet flood every newborn seed, there's a dying voice within me reaching out somewhere, toiling in the danger and in the morals of despair. Don't have the inclination to look back on any mistake. Like Cain, I now behold this chain of events that I must break. In the fury of the moment, I can see the Master's hand in every leaf that trembles, in every grain of sand. Oh, the flowers of indulgence and the weeds of yesteryear, like criminals, they have choked the breath of conscience and good cheer. Oh, the sun beat down upon the steps of time to light the way, to ease the pain of idleness and the memory of decay. I gaze into the doorway of temptation's angry flame, and every time I pass that way, I always hear my name. Then onward in my journey, I come to understand that every hair is numbered, like every grain of sand. I have gone from rags to riches in the sorrow of the night, in the violence of a summer's dream, in the chill of a wintry light, in the bitter dance of loneliness, fading into space, in the broken mirror of innocence on each forgotten face. I hear the ancient footsteps like the motion of the sea. Sometimes I turn, there's someone there. Other times it's only me. I am hanging in the balance of the reality of man, like every sparrow falling, like every grain of sand. All right, thanks again so much for requesting that. That was Every Grain of Sand by Bob Dylan. I'm going to close out with 2 original songs. Thank you so much for all your requests. It's so great that you were able to join us tonight. I always enjoy playing what you guys want me to play. And I do these all request nights once every month, usually. Usually it's the 3rd Tuesday of every month. So if you ever want to tune in specifically for those, keep that marked in your calendars. And I love playing what you'd like me to play. But I'm going to do 2 original songs, then I'm going to close up shop for the night. Thanks again so much for being here. This is Uptown Shell. Towers and streets, they never spare a passing glance at a cold, mangled body in threadbare rags, calloused hands, hefty bags under bloodshot eyes, concrete rest, the sidewalk's my bed tonight, so be polite. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell. Everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests. But there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. Day after day, held by the poison in my hand, stumbling through, hold down a job as long as I can. The choices I made leave me searching for reason and rhyme. Where it went wrong, I wonder as I bide my time. It's all that's mine. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell. Everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests. but there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. Though I'm drunk and I can't pay, I still have hope it can get better someday. Buildings shine in the heat of the sun if you survive the day. You have won. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell. Everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests. But there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. No place for an uptown shell. All right, thanks again so much. Thanks again so much for being here tonight. Always a pleasure to have you with us. All right, I'll do one more for you. Thanks again so much for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Next week's stream is going to be called The Zealot's Tongue. And I have like a loose theme ready for it, but not quite sure yet exactly what it's going to be about. But nonetheless, thanks again so much for being here. Thanks so much for all your requests. I really enjoyed playing them for you. And if I wasn't able to play your request for whatever reason, I do apologize. But thanks again anyway for tuning in. Always a pleasure to have you with us. So here is How You Say Goodbye. The bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded. No room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures. The temple is floating. The cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes in a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can fit in this old room, but as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss, farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. The swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. And that, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I say goodbye. All right, thank you so much. Thanks once again for joining me tonight for All Request Night. Always a pleasure to have you here with us. Once again, we're going to be back here next week with a live stream called The Zealot's Tongue. And thanks again so much to everybody who joined us in the chat today over on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you so much to my mother, of course, my sister, Marie over on YouTube. Thank you so much to Hector over on YouTube as well. Thank you guys so much. And Douglas over on YouTube as well. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with us tonight. And don't forget to tune in next week for Zealot's Tongue. And let me think. I don't think I have any live shows coming up for the rest of the month. I think I'm done for the rest of it. The next time I'm going to be out is going to be for the NERFA conference in the first full weekend of November, and that's going to be up in Albany, New York. Next local show is going to be November 13th. That's a Thursday. I'm going to be playing with the Bob Dylan tribute band once again that I played with back in September. We're going to be doing our second gig over at the Last Whiskey Bar in Warwick. And then Torn Valley Vineyards is going to be November 15th. But thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you again next week for the next live stream. Until then, I greatly appreciate you being here. And thank you so much once again for all of your requests. And with that, here we go. Thanks again so much for being here tonight. Peace and love, you guys. Take care.